This week, as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech, we need to pick up the ball and carry that dream forward in our day, because Christians are called to be visionaries, to be dreamers of God's hope for the world in our day as well. I have dreams too. I have a dream of the day when words like cancer and Alzheimer's are erased from our vocabulary because we no longer have to suffer from the tragedies of those diseases. I have a dream of a day when people will flock to our church, not because we've scared them into believing, or because we are the in place or the popular place to be, or because we have the right answers and others don't, but because they've discovered that we are Christians because of our love, and they want to share in that love and be a part of that love. I dream of a day when there will be full employment for everyone, and not just a job for everyone, but a job that pays a living wage, so people working full weeks won't be in poverty. I dream of a day when there will be housing, affordable housing for everyone, and no one will have to be homeless. I dream of a day when we no longer see pictures of children with bloated bellies because they're dying of hunger, but when all of God's children will be fed. I dream of a day when we quit arguing about whether health care is necessity for all, but when we know that all deserve quality health care, and we're determined to work out how best to provide that. I dream of a day when we care for the world God has given us as stewards of that world, and when we're willing to pay the price to preserve the climate and the creation God has given us so that we can pass it on to our grandchildren. Like Dr. King, I dream of a day when no child is judged by the color of their skin. And in addition, I hope no one will be judged by where they grew up, or their ethnic background, or their economic status, or whom they choose to love, but that all will be judged as children of the God who gave them life and who loves them dearly. I dream of people following God with courage and conviction to make these dreams for justice and equality come true in our day, as Dr. King dreamed in his day. I dream of a day when governments will rule their people for the common good of all people and not just to benefit a few. I dream of a day when women around the world will be treated as equals with men, and they won't have to hide their faces. They'll be able to get equal pay for the same job as a man. They will not have to suffer the indignities of prejudice and abuse just because they're women. What do you dream of today? What is God calling you to dream of in your life, in your situation? And the more important question is, what will you do to make that dream come true also? Let us celebrate Dr. King's speech, but even more, let's move on into the world to make Dr. King's dream, God's dream, our dreams for a world where all are welcomed and have equal opportunities to know God's love and hope a reality. Dare to dream on.